Madan Anna, welcome to TRS, brother.
Thank you, bye.
Madan Gowri, the fastest growing YouTuber with over 7 million subscribers, is a powerhouse of political commentary who is fearlessly dissecting the biggest issues with sharp insights and bold opinions.
Have you pissed off politicians with your work?
The politician is a wrong politician. If I'm pissing them off, it's a good thing.
The one thing I always found fascinating about Tamil politics is that there's always a film angle.
You know, there are politicians who run YouTube channels in Tamil Nadu, not YouTubers who talk politics. Listen carefully. There are politicians who run YouTube channels and they are big influences. Right now, the hottest name in Tamil Nadu politics is Vijay and probably will carry on till 2026.
What's the deal with Hindi right now in 2024 in the state?
You need Hindi, you learn Hindi. See, this is the thing. A lot of people think Tamils hate Hindi. No, Tamils don't want any language to be thrusted on them.
I used to see a poster of Jayalalitha ma'am outside of my house. And I used to always see this lady and ask my parents, who is this? And they'd say it's Jayalalitha.
It was told that her sari was torn inside the assembly by the opposition party leaders. She made a oath saying that she will only come back as the chief minister. And she came back as the chief minister.
Now, let's deep dive into exactly what you mean by Dravidian politics.
So, Tamil Nadu politics has always been dominated by two players in the past few decades. One is DMK, another is ADMK. So, it's called the Dravidian politics. If Karunanidhi DMK is going to give free television, then ADMK, Jayalalitha would come and give free laptops.
Why did the BJP lose so badly in Tamil Nadu? The name we had floating around was Annamalai.
One thing very core to Tamil voters. We want to keep religion away from politics. Have you seen a Tamil person in Tamil Nadu have a caste name behind their name? We find that as cringe.
I've been creating content for 9 years and I've met perhaps more than 1,000 content creators in my own journey. This is one man who I respect immensely. I've respected him since I've gotten to know him from a few years ago. Very, very humble, very, very informed about the world. And he, according to me, is the leading youth representative for everything related to Tamil Nadu. So if you're from Tamil Nadu, of course you're going to enjoy this episode. But I sincerely hope that this English language episode reaches the other corners of our country as well. My angle with this conversation was to uncover why Tamil Nadu has grown the way it has through the leading youth voice of the state, Madan Gowri. You're going to enjoy this conversation if you enjoy learning more about the different parts of India. This was also a deep dive into Tamil politics as well as a little bit of Tamil history. This is Madan Gowri with only his debut episode of TRS. Madan Anna, welcome to TRS, brother.
Thank you, bye.
I am
Kaise
so...
ho aap? Did I say that?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, okay.
I'm damn excited about talking to you.
Absolutely. Same here.
I've met you once in my life before this.
Yeah.
We were staying in the same room and we had a very deep conversation. You taught me a lot about Tamil Nadu in that one meeting and it's all stayed with me. And after that meeting, my first thought was, I wish this was a podcast and it could have been recorded for the world. And I think this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
In
2 years.
Goa.
Yeah, 2 years hence, we're finally doing the podcast.
So, during the same conversation, what I was thinking the whole time is, how is this guy hustling this much? And after 2 years, I still have the same question.
I honestly don't know at this point, bro. You're also an engineering grad. I think we put through such a grind in engineering college that if your life is not at that level of grind after college, you feel something is missing.
Yeah.
And I see this with all my bros from college also. How come you're hustling like so much?
Same. So when there is a long weekend, when everyone in the team goes to their native and you have already pre-shot the content, I feel very useless. Those 2-3 days. I know it's supposed to be the break where I'm supposed to spend time, quality time with family, relax, chill. But then by the middle of that holiday, right, or the weekend, I start feeling very useless and I don't know, hustling or doing something that I love, working hard gives me peace.
For Tamil audiences, everyone knows who you are. I don't need to introduce you to them. For the non-Tamil audiences, all I want to say is this is one of Tamil Nadu's biggest current celebrities and is on course towards becoming one of the biggest probably in all time according to me. And I know we're just like 30, 31 years old. But bro, you've done too much already at this age and I don't think you're able to get out of your house in Tamil Nadu.
No, I can. I don't know, I have a small set of people I move around with. So it's good. And also it's not like I get mobbed. I don't think no one gets mobbed. Even the paparazzi they show on social media is all created. You know what happened? I'll tell you something interesting. Amir Khan. Everyone knows Amir Khan, right? So during the floods this year start, Amir Khan was spotted in a house which was flooded and he was rescued in a boat. And after those pictures got leaked, someone started saying, hey, that's Amir Khan. And then people started realizing Amir Khan is in Chennai. But Amir Khan can move around, do everything. So if Amir Khan can do that, MG is someone who can easily do that.
For someone who doesn't know about your YouTube channel and your work, how do you introduce your YouTube channel to them?
I say I make videos on YouTube. That's all.
What are those videos about?
I say social commentary.
Social commentary.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is what I have understood from knowing you for this amount of time, that you have very sharp opinions and you give them out very bravely. And in many ways, people say you're the voice of the common man also. Is that a conscious effort that you try being the voice of the common people?
Yeah. So what happens is, since I talk about social issues, in today's age and time, everything is polarized. You know, you are either BJP supporter, Congress supporter, DMK supporter, ADMK supporter. But there is always one sect of support or the voice that you should always be representing. That's people's voice. So I always stand with people in issues. I don't care if it is one party or another, anything that is politics will have some party being involved. So irrespective of the party being involved, take always the side of the people. Take always the side of the victim. You're always on the correct path is something I believe in.
Let's start with a little bit of social commentary.
Okay.
Why did the BJP lose so badly in Tamil Nadu? The name we had floating around was Annamalai a lot. When I'm talking from a central politics perspective. Now give us the full Tamil politics 101 on what happened in this year's central elections.
So BJP did come, they had a huge alliance. So they did something called social engineering, which is being done in other parts of the country also, where you get people from different castes who are caste leaders to join your party and float a big coalition and then stand in the election. So Tamil Nadu politics has always been dominated by two players in the past few decades. One is DMK, another is ADMK. So it's called the Dravidian Politics. No party other than the Dravidian parties has ever managed to win an election in Tamil Nadu the past 50 years. So for Tamil people, BJP forming the third alternative. See, that is DMK, ADMK, then we are the third alternative. They did manage to come second in few places, but those were places where they did social engineering. But one thing I think that is very core to Tamil voters, it is that we don't vote for religion parties. It's not that BJP is a religious party, but then we want to keep religion away from politics. That's what our
ethos,
politics and ethics has been. Not just religion, we want to break caste. So the whole Dravidian movement is about neglecting caste completely and throwing it in dustbin. So it is about social justice. So these are things that people vote on. And it was kind of expected for DMK to sweep the elections this time, because ADMK and BJP were in alliance together. They separated. So it was expected this result was something expected only. It was not unexpected. Even if there were 1 or 2 seats, it could have been ADMK. But I will also back it up with some data.
Sure.
Have you seen a Tamil person in Tamil Nadu have a caste name behind their name? You probably can't. Even if you do, it will be one of those very rare exceptional cases. But we find that as cringe in Gen Z terms to say I am so and so caste. So the caste name, it is frowned upon, and we consider that something very backward. And at core, the whole Tamil Nadu or Tamil people want caste to be eradicated. Yes, there are instances of this in pockets of Tamil Nadu. We still have caste clashes happening, caste discrimination happening. But even if you talk to that person deep down, he will have some moral and ethical value to say that, hey, we don't want this. We don't want division.
Okay. Has this been a change that's been around for a while, or is it a modern change?
It's been there for a while since the time of Periyar.
Okay, which is early 1900s.
Yeah. So early 1900s. Since then, there has been a social justice movement. Yeah. I will also put one disclaimer.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever I say is my understanding of this.
No, it's fine, bro.
So it's opinion. It's not an absolute matter of fact, because this is something, again, Tamils believe in. Everyone can have an opinion, and no one's opinion is ultimate. Yeah.
Okay. If someone gets to know you as a person, I think you're a very objective, thought-oriented human, which is why I feel you're the right person to educate the rest of India on everything about Tamil society, honestly.
I feel privileged to get this, recognition. I hope I do justice to that.
Okay. Let's continue talking about central politics a little bit.
Yeah.
I know that most of my Tamil bros follow Tamil politics. How much do you follow central politics as well?
I do follow central politics. Yeah.
Okay.
But, and see, Tamil politics is also saying central politics as union politics.
As in?
So it's not central government. We call it union government, which the constitution also says. It's union of states. So there's a federalism attached to the word we use, the central government. Instead of central government, we say as union government.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's been the thought about the NDA over the last 10 years, generally speaking? Maybe if you could draw out a timeline starting from 2014 up to 2024, what was the initial thought behind PM Modi before he got elected, when he was a candidate, up till now?
I think I'll put it in a broader sense.
Sure.
People were expecting him to bring change. 2014, pretty sure there was a Modi wave across the country. But then in Tamil Nadu, it was not there. It was ex-chief minister, Jayalalitha Amma, we call her. So she swept the elections. I think it was again 39 of 39 or 40 of 40. That one Pondicherry plus, I'm not sure. But it was a sweep again. Even her tagline was Modi or Lady. Whom are Tamil people going to vote for? So that was it. But rest of the country, I'm pretty sure there was a big Modi wave. And he did make change. There is a lot of difference from the way the previous government, Manmohan Singh ji's government was, and compared to what Modi ji's government was, right? So I think there was change. People wanted change. There was change.
How was the UPA viewed?
So I think Modi ji rode on this tagline of development and corruption free. There was even a Gujarat model. UPA had this image of being a bit corrupt. I think 2014, that was the image. So they came on this bill of anti-corruption, and there was even an Anna Hazare movement which was capitalized on, and then the development angle. So I think that's the difference that was.
Okay.
Now the debate has moved from that to religious discrimination versus inclusive politics and everything.
Is the Congress spoken about in Tamil Nadu at this point? Like, how is the Congress viewed?
Congress has 1 seat in Tamil Nadu. Congress is definitely spoken in Tamil Nadu. But DMK is the larger party with whom they are in alliance with. Yeah.
Okay. How is Rahul Gandhi viewed?
By Tamil people or
Yes.
by Indians?
By
I think
Tamil
now it's the same. People think we have a strong opposition, which was missing in India for the past 10 years, which is a good thing. Irrespective of you support BJP or Congress, India needs a strong opposition. No leader should be unchecked. Even the leader wouldn't wish for that. See, if Ranveer makes video every day and no one is going to criticize Ranveer will not improve. Ranveer will just do the same thing again and again and think it is good. We need strong opposition. And I think India deserves a strong opposition, and Rahul Gandhi has got... I think he has also changed over time from what he was in 2014, right? He is definitely giving a strong opposition. If you followed the recent parliamentary session, the conversation, everything, we can see a stronger version of him.
Okay. Do you see him as a possible future PM candidate?
He is already the PM candidate. If it was not announced, but I think if UPA had got the majority, he would have become the Prime Minister. People around him, there are too many parties to choose one leader from one party. Congress is the one that's uniting them. He would have become the Prime Minister. And yeah, I do see him to be the, now he is leader of opposition. So it makes only sense for him to be PM candidate next election.
Okay. When this India bloc was being formed pre-elections, what was the chatter in Tamil audiences? Good for the country.
Yeah, I think, because we need strong opposition. We need strong opposition for the then government. We didn't know what will happen in the election. But we need a strong contest by that time, right? We need someone to talk back. We need someone to put strong points from either ends. So that's what democracy's beauty is.
And which other central political figures which other union politics figures are popular in Tamil Nadu? Like, for example, at least digitally on the internet, we see Dr. Jaishankar having a lot of popularity, Nitin Gadkari having a lot of popularity. And Piyush Goyal to a degree, right?
Nirmala Sitharaman, since she speaks Tamil, there's a lot of conversation about the finance minister in Tamil Nadu. Jaishankar again, because he's also from Tamil origins, there's a lot of conversation about him also. Nitin Gadkari is also one minister whom at least the broader social media Tamil circle views as a strong minister among the Modi cabinet ministers.
Okay. He's respected for his work and track record.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we break down Dr. Jaishankar and Nirmala Sitharaman's vibe in Tamil Nadu? What kind of image have they created?
I will be honest about something.
Sure.
Unless a politician becomes someone who visits the state often, who talks to the people often, who take the state politics to the parliament, it's tough to become someone who's going to be talked about, irrespective of how big they are in the country. Because we believe in the federalism. We want our problems to be addressed in the parliament. We want our voices to be heard in the parliament. So anyone who's going to do that is going to be talked about. Maybe their opinion will be, people will have different opinions about it, but we need more voices that are going to represent our state voices, not just about Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra. We want all the state voices to be heard in parliament. So anyone who's going to do that, irrespective of where they are from, they are definitely going to be talked about.
Who was the last person to have done it aptly?
Aptly? In my perspective, I don't know, man. I have to... I think the recent speech by Rahul Gandhi was definitely good. He was talking about a lot of things, right from the politics as a country we are having. Yeah, that was pretty good. And I think I should... the recent one, since this election, it was becoming a big talking point. So yeah.
I do believe that the NDA has developed our country a lot in many ways. Not even talking about the whole geopolitical side of things. I feel we've got a very, very strong image geopolitically. The country feels a lot more secure. Like for people our age, I don't know what it was like in Chennai, but when you were growing up in Mumbai,
there were a lot of bomb blasts.
Yes. And that was a constant thought.
That's definitely something we have to appreciate the NDA and BJP government for. No second thoughts. Terrorism has gone down. But at the same time, I also feel if we are being absolutely transparent about what's happening in China-India border, terrorism has gone down. That's the strong thing that has happened inside the country. But what's happening in the borders, because we have strong voices saying that, hey, our country is being, some people are coming inside our country and all those discussions are happening. I have not been to the border. I don't know what's happening there, but these discussions are also happening. But appreciation and kudos on the aspect that we have been able to reduce terrorism. But I think now something recently happened in Jammu and Kashmir. I hope it is being dealt right.
Yeah. After a very long time, there was a terrorist attack.
I think there was a pilgrimage bus that was attacked by...
near Vaishno Devi.
Yeah, on the way to Katra. Bro, I'll tell you something.
Sure.
We are a country of youngsters. Irrespective of the party that is going to be in power, India will always be in the growth path. Because we are I think we are the largest consumers of Western products. Let it be something, this video will be uploaded to YouTube, to Facebook, Instagram, even to iPhones. We are the biggest market and we have the youngest population. This growth is going to happen.
Irrespective of which party is in power.
Yes. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the current government, but this will be the future. This is already the trend and this will be the future.
If top BJP leaders are watching this podcast, what's your message to them? And your message matters because in many ways you're the voice of the youth in Tamil Nadu.
My message is, let's respect federalism on which our constitution is built. Let's respect Ambedkar and his viewpoints, who has given us the roadmap and the guide for the whole country. Let's bring back his values. And when I say bring back his values, he was someone who has strongly talked about caste annihilation. We do not want a country where we still have conversations about the food someone eats, the dress someone wears, the relationship, if it is a married one or live-in they are in. We are a young country. We should be the most modern country and most progressive country in the world. Give us that and we will celebrate any political party that gives us that to the maximum.
Okay. If you had to break down the actionables here, how would we break it down?
Include more youngsters in politics, not just to have discussions, but to win elections. Let's start using social media to understand the vibe of the nation. Not the mood anymore, right? It's vibe. Every party or any policy that any government brings in. And when I say these things, it's not just for the union government. It's also for the state governments. You have reactions like this. And we also have IT cells from every party who are going to combat any negative opinion about their party. But beyond that, all the IT wings know what the reality of people's thought process is. So take that into feedback and make policies that people want you to make. Let's create a government that is going to be wowed and looked upon by the most progressive countries in the world, especially the Western world, because they are progressive. They should be like, oh hell, I'm moving to India. They are cooler. They are more accepting. Even US has its own problems with, multiple, even LGBTs, in few states, it's, there are different policies and we have people like Trump who are absolutely going to blow things up if he gets elected. So people are like, oh, I might move to another country, and all these conversations are happening across the world. Let's create a country which is the utopian society for other countries to look up to and probably want to move to India. So so I feel sad every time I see a huge line in front of the American embassy in Chennai. They want to go to US, not just for tourism, but to move, get a green card. Let's make our country so good that Americans want to come to India. I mean, the policies are pretty simple. Treat everyone equally.
In terms of actual policy,
I don't think I'm equipped enough to go into the actual policies, because if I say something now, there will be counters about this point cannot be done because of this reason, so and so reason. And that's why actual politicians are there to create these policies. I think this conversation is more about telling our wish to those politicians. I will put up my policies the day I come into politics.
Will you?
I don't know. I never thought I will be a YouTuber. I am a YouTuber now.
Have you pissed off politicians with your work?
I'm pretty sure I have a lot.
Has that affected your life in any way?
No.
But you've gotten to know that you've pissed off someone influential.
Yeah.
How do you absorb that?
I take that as a feedback.
Okay.
If the politician is a wrong politician, if I'm pissing them off, it's a good thing. If it's a good politician, who are going to do good for the people, if I'm pissing them off, it's wrong.
Does your own security or safety get affected?
No.
Not at all?
I think that's something we all owe to our country, India. India is one of the most democratic countries. I strongly believe in that. We can voice our opinion. We can have this conversation. And probably even stronger conversations are happening in the country during elections. So one thing I strongly believe in is in our constitution and our federal system that always respects every citizen in the country.
Okay. Who's going to be our next PM after Modi ji?
We have to wait and see for 5 years.
You think
one thing I again believe in is in politics, politicians do not know who the next prime minister will be. They have to wait also. So, but today we just finished an election. So Prime Minister Modi is elected and he is the one the majority want. But let's wait and see for another 5 years. How the next 5 years progress is very important for who the next prime minister will be. And by default, there is anti-incumbency. People want change. There is a generation, the next election, right? There will be a generation of voters who have never seen a Congress government. The first time voters, right? When they are matured enough to understand politics, they would have never seen a Congress government. They do not know what Manmohan Singh ji's government was.
So, next 5 years will matter a lot for the
absolutely
following 10-15 years maybe.
Next 5 years. Because we do not know what happens after the other 5.
Fair?
So, I think, as I said, but it might sound repetitive, but this is the beauty of democracy. No one can be taken for granted.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, this is Tamil bro insight.
Yeah.
That Tamil Nadu traditionally has been an icon supporting region.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there is an iconic person, that person will get much more backed than an institution.
Yeah.
Okay. And on a national level, we see that with Dhoni. We see that with
we just saw
Jayalalitha.
that with Modi ji, right, in the elections.
No, I'm saying
because this election was contested just on Modi ka Parivar and Modi ka image, right? So I think as a country we are like that. In Tamil Nadu, maybe it's a bit more obvious.
Why is that? Just a cultural thing, maybe.
It's cool, right? Because I am not sure about the exact saying, but something goes like this: Talaivan evvaliyo makkalum avvaliyil. So, however the leader is, the people are like that. You have a strong leader, strong people, strong government, strong party. You have a weak leader, everything becomes weak.
Captaincy is given importance.
Absolutely.
As it should be. I also again feel as a country, it is in our
And that's
DNA.
why maybe we celebrate Dhoni a bit more than the whole country.
That's why we're drawn to cricket more than football also.
Yeah.
That it's an individual sport played in a team environment.
Actually, yeah, right. So, I play FIFA. And I was wondering, what does a captain do when there is so much going on in a football match? Because in a football match, it's always the coach that is being focused on and the players. I'm not a football player, so I'm not a great, football fanatic. I play FIFA. So this was also my thought process. So, but I know you follow football a lot, so you can clarify this to me.
I think basically there are 3 regions in football. There's the defense, midfield, striker. There is a captain on the field who kind of sets a vibe, but then the defense has its own leader, the midfield has its own leader, and one of the strikers is the talisman. Like this is kind of a raw version of what it is. The captain is as important as the manager in football, but in cricket, the captain is significantly more important in terms of roles.
Like who's going to bowl next, who's going to bat next, what should be the flow of the match.
Like your captain can probably decide the full fate of your team. So yeah, very, very different.
Yeah.
I also think that's why cricket will keep growing in our country. Sehwag had said this on some old interview. He had said that we are an icon worshipping nation, which is why cricket is popular in this country. And we don't love sports, we love icons. So it's true. It's the fabric of our nation. Every nation has its own social fabric. If we see another iconic PM like Modi ji, I think it's going to be built up in the same way, where a story will be built around the person. And then it'll be a leader of the people. Of the current union ministers, I only see that kind of...
I'm glad that you keep using union after you're
Former
taking
brother.
it.
Out of the current people, I feel there are 3 or 4 guys from the BJP with an aura. Top of that list is Nitin Gadkari. I'd put Dr. Jaishankar also right there. He has an aura.
Did he contest in this election? I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So, massive respect for... any hardworking politician, but then it comes down to people voting for you. People should vote for you.
Do you think if Dr. Jaishankar was contesting in Tamil Nadu, he would have made it?
You want an honest answer?
Yes.
Maybe if he did from a Dravidian party.
Okay. Damn. But if he was contesting on behalf of the BJP, he wouldn't have made it.
Bro, I think, that's the thing. In an election in Tamil Nadu, right? No disrespect to Jaishankar or anyone. But then people wanted a strong opposition. People wanted, of course, when people vote, they don't want a strong opposition. People want a different government. That's why the 40 or 40, that means that they wanted a different government from the existing government. So people wanted a change. Yeah.
Okay. And you'd say the same for Nirmala Sitharaman?
Yeah.
That if they weren't in the BJP, then they definitely would have won. Likely.
Not in the BJP, if they are part of a Dravidian party.
You mean DMK, ADMK?
In the last election. Because next election, there are new parties. Even, Vijayana is floating a party. And I like him, so I call Vijayana. Doesn't mean I immediately vouch for the political party. I keep clarifying this in my videos.
You gotta now break down actual Tamil politics. Like what is Dravidian politics? And maybe give us a little tiny history lesson also post-independence India. Or pre-independence, up to you.
Bro, just like any other state, right? Congress was dominating Tamil Nadu politics also. But then what happened was Periyar. The reason Tamil Nadu stands a lot more for social justice, not just the politicians, even the people, because that's rare. When we talk of social justice, when we talk of annihilation of caste system, people should also participate. That's what I was saying. Even the most casteist guy you can find in Tamil Nadu would not have a caste name behind his name. How beautiful is that? At the same time, he shouldn't be casteist. Yeah, we are working on that. I won't say that Tamil Nadu is a caste-free society. Definitely not. We are working on that because this has been a construct that has been built for thousands of years. Yeah, we are slowly breaking it.
Can you also brief us on who Periyar is?
Periyar is the name that we have given to Ramasamy. His original name is E.V. Ramasamy. And he was a very wealthy man. A very, very wealthy man. And he could have lived his life absolutely lavishly. Even he did for a brief period of time. But then he realized the problems that few people in the name of caste use that as a social construct to discriminate the majority. So the people who are being discriminated are in majority, not just in Tamil Nadu, all over India. You go to any state, any village, this is the thing.
You're saying most people are suffering because of the caste system?
Of course. And if you really look at, because see, you put a triangle and you say this is the caste structure. Would anyone be happy to be in the second place? Forget the last place. Because that's the so-called structure, right? Would anyone be happy to be born in a second? But it's a lie. It's a lie we are sold to. Of course, it has to be broken. And this was something that Periyar decided should be done. So he started his social justice movement. And he is known for many iconic protests, where he once protested in Kerala, not even in Tamil Nadu. He went to the nearby area, Vaikom, and people from all castes were not allowed inside a temple. So he fought for them, and he is very, very, very strong in his opinions. He wanted women to be treated equally in the society, which is still not happening, but we are making progress. So these are his ideas. And there were a lot of followers for him. One set of followers decided, see, this should be a political party, not just a movement. And that's how DMK was born. So Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, which was headed by Anna. Annamalai is his name. So Anna. So he started this party. And there are two people under his feathers. One is Karunanidhi, Kalaignar, and another is MGR, Puratchi Thalaivar. So MGR and Karunanidhi both are under the wings of Anna. And of course, Karunanidhi is the more political person, and MGR is the actor who follows Anna. So his Anna said, see, yeah, we came away from the Periyar sect to a political party, but still all our values are from him.
What years is this constituted?
These are somewhere from 1950 to 1960s. These 20 years, all these things are happening, to my knowledge. So after this time, what happens is they contest election and they win. Because in between, there was a lot of anti-Hindi agitation happening in the state. There was a time when Hindi was supposed to be the official language for the whole country.
Post-independence.
Yeah. And of course, we are not. मैं 2024 से मैं हिंदी बहुत अच्छा मालूम नहीं है. इतना हिंदी मैं बोलता हूँ because visiting often to Mumbai. मैं आ गई to Mumbai. So there's a purpose. So I learned this language. If I'm not coming to Mumbai, if I'm going from... So I studied in a place called Rajapalayam near Madurai. And then I did my master's in US. Why would I need Hindi? Why should it be forced upon me is the question. So that we were not okay with the official language being Hindi. So there was a lot of student protests happening. And during that time, DMK peaked. So Karunanidhi, all these people did massive protests. And the result of that was they won the elections. And since then, the DMK was in power. What happened after that is Anna passes away, dies. And MGR and Karunanidhi have a...
ideological split.
Not ideological split. They were having their own... ego clashes. I'm not sure if I can say that word, but yeah. They were having their own clashes. I don't know if it is ego or not, but then they had their own clashes. So MGR came away and floated a party from Anna Timuka. So there is Timuka, which means DMK, headed by Karunanidhi. Then MGR splits away from it and says Anna Timuka.
This is the original one.
No, this is the one that's following Anna, the more appropriate party, because he was like, in Tamil Nadu there is only one politics. DMK politics, anti-DMK politics. So ADMK took anti-DMK politics. Anna Timuka was always like, I recently, during the whole podcast series, right, I asked this question to an ex-minister, Jaishankar sir. So I asked him, so sir, what does ADMK's ideologies? He says, he said a bunch of things and also to oppose DMK because DMK is not good. So that was ADMK's view when they split. So, and since MGR is like a huge mega star, I don't know, I can't compare MGR to anyone. When he died, there were people who self-immolated. There were women who wore white dress because their husband kind of passed away, kind of imagination they had. MGR is a demigod. Even now, you go to Tamil Nadu, the remotest villages, and tell MGR is dead, they will get offended. Because to them, MGR still lives. He had this larger than life image. And ADMK, and until he passed away, he was the chief minister. He won the next election, he was the chief minister. After him, DMK comes back to power. Then ADMK was taken by Jayalalitha, Mrs. Jayalalitha. Ever since it has been DMK, ADMK. But so if you trace back, it all comes from one person, Periyar. Tandai Periyar. So that's both parties respect Periyar. Because he is someone who talks for everyone. He is someone who makes social justice as his lifetime message to the people. We do not have caste name behind our name because of that, which we are very, very proud of. So all these comes from one man, and this is Dravidian politics. So if you ask me a question, you asked me like before a few minutes, if some minister from the union government comes and stands. So this is not about this election. This is what we are born into, and we have been practicing and slowly progressing also, because we are never perfect. So it's also a progress that we are taking.
Damn.
Yeah.
Eye-opening. So pre-Periyar, my Tamil bros would have had a surname which would have represented their caste.
Yes.
So, okay, this is again non-Tamil perspective. When you go to school, you'll have some Tamil bros who won't write anything in the last name section. It'll be first name and father's name, and they're either given the first few roll numbers or the last few roll numbers, because the roll numbers are decided according to last name. And I used to always assume that, okay, this is just a cultural thing.
Last name, first name, right? In Tamil Nadu, there is name. I don't know this first name, last name. It's also very confusing for me in passport.
I think last name is same as caste name.
Okay, so we don't have a caste name. And most Tamils have only one name. There is no two names only.
But 200 years ago, maybe that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
200 years ago.
Before Periyar, people had caste name.
What would the caste names be? Like, could you give an example?
Devar, Nadar, all these things, Chettiar, all these things were caste names.
Got it. Yeah. Now that I think about it, almost all last names of people from other states represent castes.
Or at least the family to some level. So I think it's cool in a way. It's like, hey, Madan Gowri is just Madan Gowri. No one is going to support Madan Gowri because Madan Gowri belongs to a particular caste. But this is a perk that others might consider as a perk. Hey, anyway, I am so and so. Maybe, I don't know, let's put any name. So that by default, I have a bunch of followers or someone to support me. We don't have that. So it's all someone you build on your own.
Okay. Now, let's deep dive into exactly what you mean by Dravidian politics.
Mm-hmm.
You've given a context. What does it mean from a 2024 perspective?
Funny thing, I was having this conversation with one of my friends recently. Hey, what's Dravidian politics? And he told me anything that is against Aryan politics is Dravidian politics, in a funny way. But on a serious note, it's about social justice. It's a thought process. It's an idea. It's a utopian society where women and men are equals in every way. Going out at 12 o'clock, not just from the parents. No, parents not restricting is just one part of it. But the guy, you say, if we go out at night, or even, I don't know, what time did we start this podcast? Maybe
7:30-ish.
7:30. So I came from Chennai in the morning, stayed, roamed around, and I came for this podcast. My mom didn't call me. My mom knows I'm just going to shoot and come back. But if probably there was a girl here, anywhere in the country, who's going to travel to another city and, roam around for 10 hours, stay in a hotel, and then go and do a podcast, by this time, her parents would have called so many times, not just because they are restricting the girl, but also because our society is somehow not giving that independence and not as safe for a girl as much as it is for a man. So from that moment, most basic construct would be to break caste, break divisions, treat humans as human. Manidanai parpade manidamanbe. Treating another human as a human is the most basic human thing you can do. So that comes down to that. We need to empower the people who have been did injustice for thousands of years. You can't have reservation for, this has been going on in this country for thousands of years, where generations after generations, you put this, fucked up triangle and you put the majority population at the bottom. They have been going through this for generations, thousands of years, hundreds of generations. And 50 years of reservation is not going to change that. Empower them, educate all, treat everyone equally, So it's the idea is to have a society where everyone's wishes that doesn't offend others is being respected, and at the same time no discrimination is allowed, and we break away from moodanambikai is something that we say anything that is superstitious. It doesn't just stop here. We should break away from superstition. We still hear of stories where parents behead their own child because yeah, it happens. Behead their own child because someone promised they will become wealthy. You wear a particular stone in your hand and that will make you wealthy is also superstition. So both ends of this also. Break all this. So all this comes under Dravidian ideology, which is, as I said, it's the most progressive utopian society which we are going towards.
Speaking about Dravidian politics again, I do want to understand it deeper. Mostly because one of the viewpoints outside of Tamil Nadu is that the state has progressed much faster than many other Indian states. I don't know if you saw the Think School video that they had done on Tamil. Do you watch Think School?
I do watch, but not this particular episode.
So just in the description of that video, he had given out some stats.
Okay.
That the college enrollment rate is a lot more. There are more women in the workforce. Everything you're speaking about Periyar's concepts and the way Tamil people think, we're actually seeing it in action as well. Which makes me also question that why aren't other states adopting these models? And another way of asking that question is what's gone correct from the socio-political lens of seeing Dravidian politics. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this angle of constantly competing with each other between the DMK and ADMK has led to better performing governments.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, to my knowledge, not just to my knowledge, ever since the political game between Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha started, I think except for the last one election when Jayalalitha won consecutively, no party has won a Tamil Nadu election consecutively. Like that one, it was only in 2016, I guess, ADMK came to power again after having 5 years in power. Otherwise, it has always been competing left, right. It has been going on. So it starts with freebies. If Karunanidhi, DMK, is going to give free television, then ADMK, Jayalalitha would come and give free laptops. So end of the day, people are going to be benefited. So people are going to have access to the world. Cycles, even gold for women who are getting married. So a lot of freebies, and it empowers the society a lot. So the ideal thing here, I felt, will always be to educate more people. Education is mandatory. In Tamil Nadu, there's a scheme called midday meal scheme where you get egg, you get food every day in school. So it becomes incentive to go to school. So in the process you study. So now even people who are from government schools who are getting into colleges are getting incentives. So now higher education, not just higher, even graduation, to that level, it is becoming incentivized. So what the opposition party, the next election will do, they will try to do that for post-graduation. So it is empowering the state in a lot of ways. I myself, I had a Kalaignar TV, like as in the TV that was given by DMK, and also a laptop that was given by ADMK. So irrespective of whom I vote for, I benefit from both. So that was my school time. And the matter of fact that my grandparents were farmers. And today I'm able to sit in front of Ranveer in Mumbai, in a TRS podcast. This has been possible in 3 generations. Not a lot. 3 generations. Now, in between, it's only my parents. It's because of Dravidian politics.
Boom. The future is even brighter.
Definitely.
There's a young crop of leaders coming through.
Yes.
Okay.
Even new political parties who are foraying into this, again have to go back to Periyar and take his leaflet and start talking politics.
Is that advice or is that what happens?
Happens.
Okay. Can we speak a little bit about Jayalalitha ma'am?
Yeah.
You know, outside
Bro,
my-
I'll tell something. In this podcast, there are moments when I say G, sir, ma'am. I forgot in some. So don't judge me based on that.
No.
Because
it's fine.
that, I was like, oh, I didn't say G this time.
No.
Or this,
It's,
so it's just...
I don't think, again, it's good. Like, we're respectful Indian boys
Yeah.
at the end of the day, but one should be
Sometimes.
able to talk freely.
it becomes like a friend conversation
Yeah.
because you're very comfortable. And we are friends.
no,
so
I mean,
that starts popping.
when you meet like any friends and you're talking about politics,
Yeah,
it's not like
that-
we
this
say
is
G and
the-
sir
yeah, same.
every time. Okay, and we're not on a traditional news channel.
Yeah.
We're on TRS. But anyway, there used to be a poster of Jayalalitha ma'am, and I used to always see this lady and ask my parents, who is this? And they'd say it's Jayalalitha ma'am.
She's an icon.
That's how big her iconicness was. Now give me political context.
Again, I was not alive to witness this and I was not there because it's a controversial subject. It was told that her sari was torn inside the assembly by the opposition party leaders. And there was a famous photograph of her hair being haywire and she's coming out of the assembly. She made a oath saying that she will only come back as the chief minister. And she came back as the chief minister. So that kind of imagery is there for her.
Is this an urban legend or it actually happened?
It actually happened. I don't know if the sari thing actually, because opposite side is DMK. So this side is ADMK and there were no CCTV cameras. Of course, DMK is going to say, we didn't do. ADMK is going to say, they did. But whatever happened there, she told publicly that she will enter only as the chief minister and she entered only as the chief minister.
Okay. All I know about Jayalalitha ma'am is that her career began in films.
Yes.
And she became one of the most iconic political figures in Tamil Nadu. What more? What should I know?
About Jayalalitha?
Her political legacy.
So this ADMK, right, the party as such, has this habit. Even after MGR's demise, it was not handed over to Jayalalitha. Actually, his wife took over the party. Jayalalitha has to fight and get that power. And eventually, she gave the party's control to Jayalalitha. Like Janaki MGR, the wife of MGR, gave she understood, like, she told, see, this is not my cup of tea, but I want the party to survive, so you take over. So this happened with Jayalalitha. Following up, even now there is a huge tussle after Jayalalitha's unexpected demise. Oh, I'm so used to calling them as Kalaignar and Amma. Now it's saying Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi is new.
Say Amma. By this point, we have context.
Yeah. So what happens is when she passed away, right? Again, the party was in haywire. Now again, the power consolidation is happening. So the next election will be a test of fire for them. Coming election. Let's wait and see. But about Jayalalitha Amma as a person that I admire. She's strong. Women in Tamil Nadu vote for her because she's a woman. She represents women across the state. And she is famous for, her authoritarianism, which is frowned upon by a lot of men. But women feel, at least I can't talk about women in general, but at least the women I have talked with say, a lady is doing this and I'm proud of that. So that part, again, I think it is, again, a part of the Dravidian politics where a woman can rise up all the ranks and become a chief minister is again Dravidian politics. I don't see this happening in other states.
While she was contesting, did all the women in the state vote for her?
Definitely not all, because of course DMK has its strongholds and ADMK, but majority, I guess, yeah.
Okay. And after her demise, the vote may or may not have gone to...
Of course, they didn't vote because the other party is in power. DMK is in power, right?
Okay. Did ADMK play on this women voter tangent after Amma's demise?
Interesting point. To my knowledge, no. But I think they should have.
They should have.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. See, but I don't know how strong it would have been because the next election that happened, right? It became like, because ADMK was in alliance with BJP in the center. So the whole team DMK fought that election because they are in the opposition by then, 2021. They want to come to power. So the line they fought that election wasn't like, hey, should we be someone who's going to be controlled from the center? Or should we have our own state autonomy? So the debate became different. So this was taken up seriously by ADMK also. Now they have ditched the partnership with BJP. And now this election they contested alone actually.
Okay. Now brief me about Karunanidhi.
Yeah.
Sir.
Kalaignar is artist.
Okay.
He is a great poet. His writing is very strong. He is also from cinema. He was a poet and he used to write dialogues also. And there is a movie called Parashakti. I think that is the right movie to understand Dravidian politics. It's a old... Are you aware of Shivaji Ganesan?
No.
Very famous actor. And he's even called Chevalier Shivaji Ganesan because he got awarded Chevalier. It's a very high honor from French government, if I'm not wrong. So that was given to Shivaji. Google about him. He's a great actor. So that was his first movie.
Just starting to get into Tamil
so
cinema.
He's like the cinema competition for MJR. So everything comes under Dravidian only. All Dravidian politics. So he was... And he got the name Shivaji because he used to play Shivaji Maharaj's role. He was Ganesan. He was just Ganesan. Since Chhatrapati Shivaji, we're in Mumbai, right? So he used to play Shivaji's character in drama. And people started calling him Shivaji Ganesan because he was playing Shivaji's role in dramas. His name was Ganesan.
In like plays?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where cinema came. So then movies came where people started acting in sets. Kalaignar Karunanidhi used to pen dialogues for movies, and his first movie was Parashakti. I'm not sure if that was his first movie, but his most famous movie is Parashakti. And in that movie, before 50 years solidly, there were dialogues dissing gods, saying, see, if the gods can't help. So in the story, right, his sister is being subjected to a lot of trauma by the society. If the god cannot save my sister, what is the point of this god at all? Which is, think of a brother who's being affected. There were very strong dialogues, and the whole social problem, all these things was happening. So basically, Karunanidhi was born, his name was also not Karunanidhi. His name was Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is avatar of Shiva. So being a Dravidian, Dravidian ideologist, he came away from that name and he adopted the name Karunanidhi. And he was a very staunch follower of Periyar, Anna. And then the whole Anna story. He's one among multiple, bros of Anna. Like there's one young gang who's opposing this Hindi, and they're like the cool gang, and they are opposing Hindi, and even the actors are with them. Cinema, everyone is like roaming around them. So he is one such leader. Then he rises in prominence with demise of Anna. With MGR support, Karunanidhi becomes the chief minister. Without MGR support, it wouldn't have been possible, is the famous opinion. So with MGR support, he becomes the chief minister. And then he has a clash with MGR where MGR leaves. And then MGR remains the prominent figure in politics. And he was the chief minister until MGR passed away. And then Karunanidhi comes to power. Jayalalitha Karunanidhi. One interesting thing about Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha is that you visit Tamil Nadu, any massive structure that is modern you see is built by one of them. It's crazy. And they literally competed with each other in empowering the state. Yes, wow. There are of course a lot of allegations in terms of corruption on both ends. But the major allegation they never had was religious tension. You can't find that from both of them, which is, I think that sums up Dravidian politics. They had, of course, major accusations of corruption, both of them. But it was never about religious animosity or caste, or that part is...
At this point in the podcast, my heart wishes that this were in Hindi, so it could have reached the northern belt masses. Yeah. People should know the contrast of Tamil politics with state politics of the north.
Both of them are fighting with each other by empowering the people. That's, if you actually take the stats of just post-independent India, Tamil Nadu was lagging in a lot of numbers. Actually, the leading state was Bihar, which is a case study by itself in a lot of aspects. Then politics start rolling and things are the way they are.
in terms of...
Bro, there is one more thing I can add when we talk about, post immediate independent India. To see an MGR movie, the demigod himself, there was a theater in Madurai called, I'm not sure, Tangam Theatre or something. It's one of the largest theatres in Asia. This was just post independence to 1960s era. During that time, people from Sri Lanka, from southern Sri Lanka, travel all the way to northern Sri Lanka, take a boat, come to Rameshwaram, take another bus, come to Madurai to watch one scene of his, and then go back all the way. It also shows how cordial Tamil Nadu and India and Sri Lanka was. I wish it happens again. It's cool to walk into another country and come, right? I wish it happens.
I was traveling in Sri Lanka maybe like 10 years ago. And they were like, hey, which country? So I said India. And it broke my heart a little bit because the next question was not Tamil Nadu, right? So I was like, Punjab, Mumbai. And they were like, good, Sachin Tendulkar, Yuvraj Singh. And that just got me thinking that why this Tamil Nadu? This is back then. Then I read the whole Tamil Tigers history. We had Muthaiya Muralidharan on the show. He spoke about his perspective growing up. Podcast has given me a lot of perspective.
Yeah.
What is spoken about Sri Lanka within Tamil Nadu? Because there is some like historical rivalry.
Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu are brothers. Tamil Nadu and Kerala are brothers. Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. We are all brothers. Somehow that's how it has been. You just know the particular person is a Malayali. Immediately, like macha, comes naturally. Same with a Kannadiga or a Telugu or a Sri Lankan. So now when it comes to Sri Lankan, there is a Tamil Sri Lankan, there is a Sinhalese Sri Lankan. So then it becomes a complete different history. But to a Tamil, all these are very, very similar.
Is the rivalry still present?
No.
Not
because I was there in Sri Lanka recently for this Asia Cup India-Pakistan match.
Right.
And it was it was very nice vibe.
You didn't sense any kind of tension, nothing.
I am Tamil, and probably a lot of Sinhalese also know that I am Tamil because I used to make content about Sri Lanka also. I have even seen Sinhali comments in my videos. Even now they watch a lot of videos that I talk about Sri Lanka politics. So, but yeah, we're very good people.
Sri Lanka is one country that needs to be explored.
Definitely.
Especially by Indians. I feel it's so accessible. Go see it. It's a different land.
I love the aspect that they're very disciplined in Sri Lanka. People. And I wish my Tamil brothers who are living in other countries who were from Sri Lanka to be able to go back to Sri Lanka and get everything they had.
Do you think that'll happen?
I wish it happens. And it's in our hands, man. How many people you influence? How many people I influence? End of the day, we all want a happier society.
Yeah. Okay, coming back.
Yeah.
I'm loving learning about all these things from you, bro. The one thing I always found fascinating about Tamil politics is that there's always a film angle. This is what I've known even before I knew anything about politics, that the film industry in Tamil Nadu is associated with the world of politics. You had told me this, I think.
Yeah.
2 years ago, right?
Yeah,
you said everything is conjoined.
Yeah.
And I remember my next question to you was, damn, so does that mean now YouTube will also combine itself with politics?
It did.
Yeah, it did.
It did. Right? You know, there are politicians who run YouTube channels in Tamil Nadu. Not YouTubers who talk politics. Listen carefully. There are politicians who run YouTube channels. And they are big influencers.
Okay. I am assuming that this film industry and politics link is there because of the history of Tamil politics. Everything that we just spoke about.
So I was thinking about this also since we had a conversation. And for a very long time, I used to think, why is there so much connection between cinema and politics in Tamil Nadu? One answer I got is, Tamil Nadu's political structure is in such a way that an actor with influence can actually become a politician. We have that vacant space for anyone to enter politics, which is not possible in many states in India. Given a chance, a lot of people who want to do good to people would want to join politics. Maybe in Tamil Nadu we have that space where you see politics up close yes, it is not the greatest place to be in at the moment, but it's definitely not the worst place to be in at the moment. You think there is always hope for change, and you can probably do your part there.
You want to suggest a name?
Politics?
Yeah.
Right now, the hottest name in Tamil Nadu politics is Vijayna.
This is 2024 specific.
Yeah, and probably will carry on till 2026. I think a lot of youngsters, like myself, I'm a big Vijay fan. I tell that also, I tweet about it also, which is an open thing. So he is coming into politics now. A lot of his movies did have little ideas about politics, never really talked about politics, but had little ideas about politics. Now he has said that he will contest elections and 2026. He even floated a party. It's called a Tamilaga Vetrik Kazhagam. We have to see if TVK, the party's name, will be able to break the Dravidian history so far.
Has anyone broken it?
Till date, no.
But there's always a chance.
You never know. But again, so that's what I'm saying. Tamilaga Vetrik Kazhagam, right? TVK. Behind them, there are a bunch of photos, right? Like the leaders they follow. Periyar is there. So, in a way, it is also coming under the same umbrella.
Okay. Can we talk a little bit about Annamalai?
Yeah.
What was the perception of Annamalai pre-2024 and now post the elections?
Actually, I met him for one of the podcasts before. So, what I did was, before the election, I met all the top politicians in the state from every party, and I made a podcast. So he is someone who does work hard, and he has moved BJP from a very insignificant party in Tamil Nadu politics to a considerable number. That's definitely there. The vote percentage for the party has increased, and he has changed the... I would say Annamalai is a bigger brand than BJP in Tamil Nadu.
Okay. Prakash Raj?
He is very politically opinionated, and I don't think he has an impact in people's vote, but his voice is definitely heard.
And what side is he on? Who is he aligned with?
He's not aligned with anyone, but he's anti right wing. But that's more about national context, I guess, not just Tamil Nadu.
What was Aparichit called in Tamil? No?
Onion. I know Aparichit. Yeah.
Every non-Tamil has at least seen Aparichit. I'm taking one southern state and deep diving. So
which state are you in now?
Right, I've seen one Malayalam movie.
Bro, Malayalam is on a roll.
Yeah.
Malayalam industry is on a roll. I saw so many movies this year, but they are all Malayalam movies. This year, 2024, starting with Manyamal Boys and
Brahmayugam.
Brahmayugam.
That movie blew me away. I was like, how is this coming out of India?
There is Premalu. I mean, even yesterday there's some Guruvayur Padikattu something. I saw that. I think I will take the opportunity to also promote Malayalam cinema, watch Malayalam cinema. They are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from a Tamil guy, but yeah, we're brothers, but it's awesome. You have to see it.
You know, I genuinely feel that India minus 5 southern states is yet to discover the power of southern cinema. But it'll happen slowly. It's starting to happen with this whole Telugu.
Bro, India's highest box office collection movie in India, forget China, in India is Bahubali, which is from my Telugu brothers. So KGF is from Kannada brothers. And Manyamal Boys, which is like a crazy hit this year, is from Malayalam. So our own films are also doing. Leo was a big one. Jailer, I'm pretty sure people saw Jailer from Tamil Nadu. So yeah,
people are starting to discover the power.
And the biggest, I think Jawan is again from Atli, from Tamil Nadu.
What aspects of Hindi cinema reach down south?
Quality of Hindi web series is so high.
Yeah.
Complementing it with another thing.
What Hindi web series is a big down south?
Down south, 1992, Scam 1992. It's huge. It's humongous. Even series like Panchayat. I saw this Lapata ladies. Lapata, which is how is that pronounced? Lapata ladies was. I mean, wow, yaar. Kiran Rao did an amazing job. I love that. So yeah, Hindi is
own blockbuster films.
Actually, the blockbuster films don't reach much, I guess.
How come Shah Rukh Khan has made it big in Tamil Nadu?
Advertisements.
Say more. Since we're kids,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Fair and Handsome, Hyundai i10, KKR. It's not the movies mostly, it's the advertisements.
I also feel he has very actively chased the Tamil market.
Yeah.
Right? Over there.
See, that's the thing. You make a Hindi movie, you reach 130 crore people. The 10 crore people you never reach is Tamil audience. So you reach every state with Hindi, but you need Tamil to reach Tamil audience, which is again coming back to Dravidian politics and everything. Since the context was Dravidian politics, if you really look at it, see what if we had probably didn't do the anti-Hindi agitation, if we are cool with Hindi, Tamil film industry wouldn't be this big, because Tamil people will be watching the bigger money produced Bollywood movies, Hindi movies, Mumbai movies. But then since we do not know also, we probably stuck more with Tamil movie. There is a huge industry booming. Madan Gowri is here because of that. Otherwise, you don't need a Madan Gowri. You have a bunch of Hindi YouTubers who can always penetrate into Tamil Nadu also. It's creating job opportunity.
What's the deal with Hindi right now in 2024 in the state?
You need Hindi, you learn Hindi. मैं हिंदी थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ता हूँ because I'm traveling to I'll see this is the thing. A lot of people think Tamils hate Hindi. No, see, Tamils don't hate Hindi. Tamils don't want not just Hindi, any language to be thrusted on them. And when I say Tamils, we are practicing this, but I really wish the whole country does this. What's your mother tongue?
Punjabi.
Same. I wish Punjabi people also do this. Probably if you ask what language their mother tongue is to all the 5-6 people in this room, it would probably be different language other than Hindi for everyone. What is happening to that language? Is it being spoken widely in your home at least? Is slowly, if you see that, it's going down. I think every language should be respected equally, not just Tamil. So Dravidian politics is not just for Dravidians or Dravidian people. It is for everyone. Everyone should be respected. Everyone's language should be respected. Everyone should be treated equally.
Is Hindi taught in schools in Tamil Nadu?
If you want to choose, you can.
It's optional.
Yeah. No one is stopping anyone from studying Hindi. My third language was Hindi because it's easy to score marks. I know to read and write Hindi. It was taught to me in school.
Has it added any value to your life?
I can say this in a podcast that I know to read and write Hindi. Actually, nothing else. Okay, one more place it might help is in airport when you are running late and you don't know which flight is where. I know how to read the
Hindi, Devanagari.
But I wish it was in English so that everyone can read it. So it's like kind of forced upon you, understand, right?
Generally, people our age and younger in Tamil Nadu, do they want to travel outside of Tamil Nadu in India?
Yeah. I went to Kashmir recently and I realized Jammu and Kashmir has 5 other languages other than Hindi. Like Hindi is not their language at all. And I was surprised. You know, they were also talking the same thing. They were talking Pahadi something, Kashmiri. There are so many languages. I go to Uttarakhand. So there are local languages, different languages. Kunkuni is like a cuisine. So many things are so diverse, man. See, India's beauty is our diversity. The moment we think we need to paint one color or one language, that doesn't work for a country like India. We take pride in being the subcontinent where everything can be found. Why force it to a very generic, boring place? Enjoy our diversity, celebrate our diversity. That's our beauty.
We have figured out that we want to get into the Tamil market. We want to take TRS there. Obviously, one angle is AI dubbed. Another angle is manual dubbed. Do you think either of these, because the content will be solid, like the content will be top notch, but like there's a lot of incredible Hindi content that I've done on our Hindi channel, which I want to take to like every Indian language. Obviously, my first pick is Tamil. Second pick would be Bengali.
Do you see a pattern?
Like what? Coastal.
What is the pattern between Tamil, Bengali, and probably the next would be Malayalam?
Powerful audiences and large numbers.
What is that powerful? They all are parties or states where the regional parties are in power. West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Bro, we can't avoid politics. Our life is politics. If we think in a different way, but if you really connect the political points there, it's the same.
Do you think the strategy would work?
Which strategy?
What I said, like manual dubbing or AI-based dubbing. Would people still watch the content?
If it's a great content, I think it would always do good. I was scrolling shorts the other day and I saw Mr. Beast talking in Tamil. But English is widely spoken in Tamil Nadu. People understand English.
Rural areas?
Everywhere.
Really?
Yes.
How do I take my English content there?
This video. This video. Yeah, you are already doing that.
No. Very interesting. I feel like
Bro,
Tamil...
I'll tell you something. So there is 7 million followers in my channel. I have made videos in Tamil. I make one video with Ruturaj Gaikwad, who is a Marathi. And we have conversation in English. That video has crossed the 500,000 barrier. It's completely in English. I make reels with Faf Duplessis. That reel has crossed 20 lakh views, 2 million. And are all Tamil audience. Tamils understand English very well. And a lot of people speak English very well.
In terms of content, what are they searching for?
Maybe good podcast, because there is not much space for podcast in Tamil. You're in the right space. I think this should do wonders.
Okay.
Because I can see something in every other segment. I don't see... there are people who do podcasts, but they're still in the growing phase for you to join that competition.
For me, and this is how I've always viewed Tamil Nadu, and it's become even stronger after this conversation. So, one thing I've definitely not just learned, I'm sure about this, is that Tamil Nadu is slightly more futuristic than the rest of the country.
Thank you.
The data backs it.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad that you understood that. I mean, that's what you inferred from this conversation.
Orange cap.
Yeah, I'm glad that I was able to...
Orange cap state.
Yeah.
It is what it is. The rest of the country needs to be exposed to Tamil Nadu culture more. You know, they need to know what's happening down south. Mr. Madan Gowri, that was our first episode together.
Thank you so much. And I loved it. I loved it completely. Also, just to finish from the whole conversation we had, in Tamil there is a famous saying, Yadumure Yavarum Kelir. It was said by someone called Kaniyan Pungundranar before 2000 years. It goes on to say that the whole world is mine and everyone is my relative. He's not stopping at friend. All are my relatives. So, and also the second thing we say is, Vandare Vala Vaikum Tamilaham. We welcome everyone and we celebrate them.
Wow.
Rajinikanth.
Wow.
He's from Maharashtra. We celebrate him. Even a lot of our chief ministers were actually from outside the state. So we celebrate people who come from outside state to our state. We don't do disparities. We don't have two lenses to look at Tamils versus others. Tamils want to be treated right, and Tamils want everyone to be treated right. This is not a Tamil fight. This is all of our fight. Thank you.
Lovely episode on Dravidian Politics. Thank you, brother. Appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was the episode for today, ladies and gentlemen. Over the next 1 year, I intend on doing a lot more episodes related to Indian history from different states. I'd love for you guys to recommend guests related to the subject. I genuinely believe that history as well as political commentary are subjects that we should have been taught in school and college, but who are we kidding? That's not going to happen. It's going to happen through this medium, podcasts, YouTube, social media. That's how we get our dose of adult education. And when it comes to adult education, we've got to applaud people like Madan Gowri. He's leading the charge when it comes to the modern day Tamil story. But I'm waiting to see more Madan Gowris come out of other states in our country as well. Send in your guest recommendations and send in your topic recommendations for the next time Madan Bhai is around. We're definitely going to be recording many more TRS episodes with him. But until next time, guys, from Ranveer and the team, we'll see you later.